of Omwando Enoch channel. Omwando Enoch TV is your only channel on matters disability, channel that is so educative, informative, and of course entertaining. All matters disability that you want to know, just have the pleasure of subscribing to Enoch Omwando or Omwando Enoch TV, where you'll be informed and be entertained and be educated. Do us the favor of subscribing, sharing, commenting, and liking, whichever comes first, dear viewers, because without you, we are almost not a family. We are not, almost at nothing, but with you, we are a family. Today, once more, we are here with my director, Omwando Enoch, who is, as usual, is always my guest when we have serious matters to discuss. And today, we have an issue on the table, but as usual, director,
yes,
do that thing.
Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, Omwando Enoch. Of course, this is channel #1 on matters disability. If you have not subscribed in our channel, kindly I request you pause this video, you do the honorable thing of subscribing to our channel. Road to 2,000 subscribers. Again, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to share. You know, when you like this video, it makes YouTube to recommend this video from so many viewers who would like to watch such a content. Remember, this is the best content ever in Omwando Enoch channel, and as we always say, this is the only channel you can get all the information concerning matters disability.
Good. Thank you so much, Director, and thank you always for being available as a guest and me being the host. Dear viewers, those who are just joining us maybe for the first time, your mighty presenter, the one and only Brother Power. Welcome aboard to the end. Today, Director,
yes,
we have something on the table that I want us to discuss on matters exemption, and today we want to talk to Kenya Revenue Authority, KRA, on matters exemption for persons with disabilities. Now, Director, as you know it, as you and I know, rather,
yes,
persons with disabilities are tax exempted. Yeah, in as much as people will want to talk about maybe those are on pay slips and what have you, a day will come, we will go and repeat. I know we did it earlier, but again, we shall repeat and tell them the various types of exemptions and who are always eligible for exemptions. But today, we want us to talk about renewal of tax exemptions. Maybe you can take the platform and give us an intro.
Okay, thank you very much, Bwana Wilberforce, our able presenter. As you put it, there are so many types of exemption of persons with disabilities. You can be exempted from, you know, not paying duty for your car, exempted if you are earning salary, exempted from not paying what we call pay as you earn. If you are doing business, you are exempted from paying levy, and several other exemptions. But today we want to discuss about the exemption, and of course the ones, the exemption concerning employment, the one that we call pay as you earn. That's what we want to discuss about now that persons with disabilities are exempted from it. And if you can remember, in our channel we have talked about how, or the procedure or the process of going for tax exemption certificate. And indeed we talked about it, and if you can bear with me witness, is that it's a very tedious exercise when it comes to tax exemption process. Therefore, imagine all that process. Again, as a person with disabilities, this exemption certificate expires. It expires after 5 years. So if after 5 years, again you will be subjected to undergo to the same process. Go to the hospital, be vetted by the hospital, get the ophthalmologist for the visually impaired and the other reports. You get assessed in the hospital, let it be signed by the 3 doctors, the medisup, and the 2 doctors in the physiotherapy. You go back to the director, medical services, and of course, the director medical services, as we talked about the other day, is that it is devolved. Of course, now you'll not be subjected to go to Nairobi at least you'll be subjected to the county government. And remember, Wilberforce,
yes,
these people are not all the time in the offices, more especially the director of medical services. Mara unasikia he has gone to Kisumu for a meeting, he has gone to Mombasa for a meeting, and there are directors who don't love delegating,
Yeah.
So it becomes a very tedious exercise. But imagine you'll have to repeat that. You go through all those processes, you wait, and again, remember, when National Council for Persons with Disabilities, as we've always said, that the National Council for Persons with Disabilities is the only body that has been given powers, has been given mandate by the government of Kenya to handle all matters disability. Including tax exemption certificate. So, because of funds, National Council for Persons with Disabilities does not conduct the exercise of vetting, because you have to undergo what we call vetting. Yeah? It doesn't conduct the vetting exercise every day. You have to wait. Actually, they do it quarterly. So after 3 months, that's the time that you go for vetting. But imagine the scenario whereby, Wilberforce, your exemption has just expired and they have just conducted the vetting. So you will have to be
or they are conducting tomorrow or next week,
and your documents are not ready. So you'll have to be subjected to wait for 3 months for you to be again go for the process. And again, the process does not take that month only that you can apply that day the exemption will come. Again, it will take another month. So you'll be subjected to go for 4 months, ambayo unakatwa pay as you earn. And remember, after you have done this, the pay as you earn will not be returned to you. So it's a tedious exercise.
Now, thank you. In fact, it's good you are almost going ahead.
Yes.
The point is, in fact, where we want to discuss this matter are two major issues. Number one, the issue about renewal.
Yes.
Number two, the issue of vetting.
Yes.
If we start from the renewal,
yes.
In my certificate, disability certificate, it is well indicated my disability is permanent.
Yes.
If I were to use my own example or another person, there are those people with permanent disabilities which cannot be reversed whatsoever, unless maybe Jesus Christ comes and does the miracles he was doing to that man when he mixed matope and mate and the miracle.
Yes.
But under the blue sky, Dr. Wood, Dr. Nani, they have all declared so and so to be permanently visually impaired.
Actually, you even don't have eyeballs.
You don't even have the eyeballs. So, but then you are still being told after 5 years, come, we see if you began seeing. That's basically what they are saying in many words.
Yeah, sure. That's true.
Can you just try to imagine what would they then be meaning if you must renew your certificate?
Yes.
After 5 years.
Surely.
Are they saying now after 5 years there was a likelihood that you will begin walking, you will begin seeing?
So it's good that you brought that topic. I remember very well there's a time that that debate was brought. I think somebody, I don't know who prepared that act. He wanted to rectify those guidelines, to change those guidelines so that for those ones who are who have permanent disability, let them be given the certificates once and for all. Let it be once and for all, permanent. Because at the end of the day, even after retire, there are things that will need you to be exempted from paying tax. Are you seeing the point? So let it be permanent. The exemption, it what we call expiry date.
Yes.
So that people don't undergo the same subject. Because it doesn't, as you put it, it does not make sense. Now, my doctor has declared that I'll never see in life. Somebody else, amepata accident, God forbid, amekata miguu yote miwili. When is this miguu is going to grow? Hakuna siku hii miguu itagrow.
But
KRA wants you to go back to the same process. I think it doesn't make sense. And KRA, you need to style up. Because hii ni kitu kidogo sana ambayo mna subject to persons with disabilities too.
In fact, the other day, dear viewers, remember you're watching Omwando Enoch TV, your home of entertainment, education, and information on matters disability. And today we are discussing tax exemption renewals and vetting. Now, the other day, I just found myself thinking,
yes,
do we just need another president who is in a worse condition than Kibaki was in the year 2003? Because We are celebrating 20 years, I think. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we are celebrating 20 years
Mm.
anniversary since the inauguration of the Disability Act and the National Council for Persons with Disabilities.
Mm.
So the other day when I was thinking about exemptions and vetting and renewal and what have you, I just felt, I think, you know, had President Kibaki, may he rest in peace, not been involved in the road accident that put him on a wheelchair,
we could have not
some of these things would not be there.
these privileges of disability.
And today, if it were not the president, they would not be there.
Yes.
So then, is KRA telling us we need another president who is in a more worse condition that he may never walk? You know, later on in life, Kibaki left a wheelchair.
Yes.
Maybe this was the issue, or what do you think?
I think maybe because now that you know, sometimes it's good to think deep, because as you put it, Kibaki was he was on a wheelchair when he became the president.
Yes.
Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So after Kibaki started walking, you know, he stopped being a person with disabilities. And they thought that maybe one day he is visually impaired, who is totally blind, one day he shall see. That's why they put that the issue of renewal. But Wilberforce, before we go to that extent that we need a president who has a permanent disability, I think we need to change this scenario. Yes, we need to change this. It's not a big deal to change this, because it doesn't need a rocket science for one to tell that this is a permanent disability. Because as the doctor has declared you as a permanent disability, why again do you want to renew the certificate for a person with disability? To me, this doesn't make any sense. But let them put it this way: for those ones who are persons with disability, and the doctor has declared that this is a permanent disability, let them be given the exemption certificate once and for all. But those ones who have undergone the accident, or medical issues, yes, who are under medical issues, yes, maybe mtu apata accident na is being checked, maybe they are hoping that this person one day atatembea vizuri ama ataona and all that stuff. So maybe they put it for 5 years, as they say, then they come back, they see whether he or she has improved. Then if he is now okay, they remove that exemption from him or her. But not those ones who have permanent disability. Somebody has no even eyeball, for God's sake. what rocket science do you need? Now, do you know why I'm laughing? Yes. I think this thing was political, and it's high time we remove the politics from it. You know, it was put 5 years. You know, Kibaki, on the day, the family of the late president, the third president of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Stanley Emilio Mwai Kibaki, we really cherish you. We are going to still use him as an example, but not as Omwando TV, but as as me, the presenter, and Enoch, the guest. Now, you know, when President Kibaki got the accident, it was shortly before the elections of 2002. And so he took the oath on a wheelchair. Yes. And of course, we know in Kenya, election comes after every five years. So don't you see the logic? You know? I'm just trying to think outside the box. Viewers, what do you think we should do? Are you agreeing with us that this thing of exemption should be once and for all for those ones who have permanent disabilities? And just in the comment section. And again, when it comes to renewal, to say you want to renew maybe for your own reasons. Yes. Why should I go through the same process when I can even present myself? Sure. Because if it is vetting and I'm supposed to appear, of course we are coming to talk about vetting as we conclude this content. Why should I come through the same process? When I came, I was confirmed, my documentations are still the same, and during vetting, it's me who comes in person. Sinikuja mtu nitoe miwani, uniangalie, utosheke na mimi. Are you doubting the medics? I don't know whether they are doubting the medics. Hapo ndio discussion sasa iko. Yes, I don't know whether they are doubting the medics, because to me, and you even bring doctors during the vetting. Of course, it is okay. To some extent, we can agree with them. It's good to come with the doctors, and it's good to have vetting. That one I totally agree, because there are people who are mischievous. Yeah. And they can use money. You know, this is Kenya. Somebody can use money to give the doctor, and they've done it anyway. And they are human beings, and we know the cases. Yeah. So it's good to bring the doctors. What I don't know, and I'm yet to confirm after this. I wish I could have done that research. But if somebody else knows, if somebody from National Council for Persons with Disabilities, Nyarik Dennis and the others, in Helen, if you are listening to this video, tell us whether in the comment section, whether in the new application of the tax exemption certificate, you know, we changed to now it's digital.
Yeah.
I don't know whether after 5 years now, to assume you have been given the tax exemption certificate during this era of the digital era.
Yeah.
I don't know whether after 5 years you will again be subjected to go to the hospital and bring the medical certificates and all that, because now that they have been uploaded in the system, are we going to be subjected to the same? That one I'm not clear, so I don't want to say something which is not clear to me. But we shall go and do research. Then our next video, we shall give these answers. But if you are there working with the National Council for Persons with Disabilities, you can tell us whether you will be subjected again to bring all those documents now that they are already in the system. That is what I wanted to clarify.
Now basically, maybe on this matter of tax exemption and renewal,
yes,
I think we should be specific on who we want to address.
Yes.
We want to address the lawmakers of this country.
Yes.
Our MPs.
Yes.
You know,
actually, there is an act which has remained in the Senate for a long time. It was
Maura's time. I think it was Honorable Isaac Maura, the current government spokesperson.
Exactly.
In fact, it began when he was MP, not even senator.
Yes.
So I don't know what happened, Isaac Maura. I remember in Nyamira, we started Nyamira Boys to give our views, if you can remember.
I remember very well.
It was around 2016.
They wanted to change the issue of ya kuwa vetted. Kama ni permanent disability, let it be once and for all.
They were reviewing
I don't know whether it went.
They were reviewing the Disability Act.
They were reviewing the
Disability Act number 14 of 2003.
Yes.
But now what happened to it? God knows. But okay, maybe we are reminding them. Simuko hapo wabunge wetu. And na wako pale.
Na Asige ameprove kwake.
Asige
just pick this document.
You pick kitu tu.
From where it had been left. You pick it from there.
Okay, Bishop Kosgei, please. Hiyo ndio kazi yetu tumewatumia huko. You know, it began when Maura was there, when Sankok were there. Today Sankok has been promoted, Maura has been promoted. We are proud of them. Now guys, you've come in. Why don't you take up this thing? Because we are the users. We are the consumers of
but it's stressful.
We are the consumers of this
for that exemption
of this service. Now, let's tell the MPs this, maybe let it be a collective responsibility.
Yes.
Our MPs, you come from the grounds. You know the questions our people ask. We have MPs are nominated both in the Senate and in the National Assembly.
Yes.
I believe we also have a docket for social protection.
Yes.
In the government. I believe our dear President, William, Bill. William ni Bill pia.
Bill, squeeze.
Bill, I know you have a department for special programs. And if anyone is watching this video, don't you think even the president would be brought into attention about this? Yes,
the president should be brought attention to this. And, you know, by the time it reaches the president, that means our watu wa huku chini, they have totally failed. They have totally failed. And we really want to tell the KRA, these guidelines, munaweka persons with disabilities, so many guidelines, so many of them, and there are people outside here who are not even paying tax and they don't have the disability. There are people who are not even paying levies. Some rich businessmen and women outside here are not paying levy. But kwa mtu mnyonga ambaye ni mlemavu, kama mshahara kaka ka 30,000, you want to, you know, it's not good to bring so many processes. Just reduce the processes. For a person with disabilities who has been declared permanent, wekea yeye apewe certificate yenye ni permanent yenye it will not expire. And for those ones who have medical conditions, let it be 5 years. Akipona, well and good. So that is the message I'll tell them. And as you said, our members of parliament and Honorable Asige in Senate and our brother Bishop Kosgei, just you know, take this matter. Get the Disability Act where it is lying, bring it out, let it be passed, and this thing shall be you know, dealt once and for all, and our people with disabilities shall enjoy it. That's what I could say.
In fact, as we conclude,
yes,
I want to appeal that at the comment section, those of us, our viewers of Omwando Enoch TV, I think we need to look for these guys also have sessions with them. Maybe
it's true, by the way.
Not know.
Exactly.
So if any of you would come across Honorable Asige, if any one of you comes across Bishop Kosgei, and all those relevant guys, please tell them we are looking for them at Omando Enoch TV. Let them tell us where they want us to go. We will come.
Yeah. And again, we wanted to say something to National Council, maybe before we finish, that the issue of vetting, of course, they have come a long way, and we really give them
kudos. They're doing a good job.
In the issue of exemption. At least, you know, they introduced a new station in Kisii.
Yeah.
You know, we have been going to Kisumu, all of us, and they introduced another one, I think, in Kakamega, a new station. Yeah. They introduced new stations, at least our people, people have been sleeping. People have been sleeping in Kisumu and for 2 days, 3 days. Because all people from Western were coming here in Kisumu. Nyanza, they were coming to Kisumu. So at least we have a station in Kisii and the other counties that you opened. We really want to appreciate you. But again, with the time, what I will say, there is something that you had initially, ambayo ilikuwa inaitwa the desk vetting. Now I'm talking about those ones their exemption has just expired. And the vetting time is not yet. Now that we are ready, we are ready for those ones who are ready to come to Nairobi, even the head office, at least in a desk vetting. Somebody comes, anakuja na documents zake kama apply online, anakuja, anafanyiwa vetting, na anapatiwa certificate. Because sasa unaona inamsumbua. Imagine somebody had a loan, and maybe you are being deducted like 20,000. Na remain na 10,000. Na 10,000 ndio pay yako. So unaona sasa utabaki nil. So at least if it's possible, Bwana who? Bwana Harun. Let's return the issue of desk vetting. At least hata ikifanya once a week, better. Not daily. We are not saying that let it be daily, but even a week. Somebody from KRA can come, sit down, and a doctor comes. We do vetting for more especially those ones who are blind. That is totally blind. Those ones who medical engineers, some they are on wheelchair. As we have been doing it there before you removed it. Let that desk vetting be returned so that our people can benefit. And these are just an humble request, Bwana Harun and your team. Otherwise, Bwana Manyonga and the others, you are doing a great job. No, and Makwata.
Sisi hapa kwa Omando Enoch TV, as we always said, we are not political, we are not against anybody. We always appreciate, you're supposed to be appreciated, and we will always tell you what we think you have not been told, and we will always tell you what you've been told and you're refusing to listen only the right way. We are not an opposition or anything. So the National Council is really doing a good job. And as we conclude, Bwana Director,
yes,
I want to make an appeal. Just to, like you made one, I also want to make a repeated appeal to the KRA. KRA, the Department of Social Protection, all those relevant organs that handle matters disability. Try to make these guidelines easier. There are very many things that are a problem. Not only exemption, we shall talk about some of them here.
The other day I talked about importing cars.
Yes.
It's a tedious exercise again. You know, they removed the issue of going to Mombasa, and again they have returned it. So now, it's tedious.
Surely, you know, this is why sometimes on a lighter note, I keep saying, you know, maybe kama hujaingia, you know, when you are not
you'll
married,
never understand.
You'll never know how a wife tests, like,
sure.
Yeah, tests.
You will never understand how marriage is.
If you don't have children, you'll never know how children eat during holidays.
Sure.
So you'll not begin telling people, you know, children are really eating.
Like Violet today was complaining.
So kindly let us not wish that most of you come this side.
Yeah.
So that we can talk about it.
Sure.
No. So as I conclude, allow me to say a few thank you to a few people who are really standing with us. I want to recognize our brother Donaldson, our brother from the USA. Anaishi wapi?
Donos Mugambi from Iowa.
Yes. Wonderful pillar for this channel.
Yeah, you know, he gave us new mics.
Today we are using
kama mnasikia sauti is clear na leo hakuna kitu kwa mkono. Tuko na tulipewa new mics.
Bro, hii miaka yangu 178.
Nitaifungua mtaiona hiyo mic, nitailaunch niwaonyeshe.
Hii miaka yangu 78 aongezwe miaka 2.
Thank you Dwayne for the good work, you know.
Tabaki na 176.
You know he's in Kenya, eh?
Oh, he's back.
Tafuta tuone kama atatupea kitu.
Kwa Mwala, tanda kwa Mwala.
Kwa
Thank you. Otherwise Closing
Otherwise,
remark?
me I'll say I'm okay, and today hatuko na mambo mingi. We just wanted to
Kupiga
talk to
story.
KRA na tuambie kwamba at least to do something on the issue of exemption. Watu wetu wana complain sana. People are complaining. Those ones who have permanent disabilities are really complaining. Otherwise, thank you for watching our channel. Remember, as we said, this channel #1 on matters disability. Don't forget to subscribe. Support us by subscribing. Like this video. Share it to all, all the groups that you are, whether they are groups of persons with disabilities or
not.
a group without disability. Otherwise, thank you very much. See you in the next video. That's my conclusion.
Okay, thank you so much, dear viewers. As director just put it, kindly do us the way of sharing. And remember, disability is a club that you join at any time. No subscription, no regulations. There's nothing about disability. You wake up one day, you find yourself in the club. So if you're not infected,
you are affected.
So kindly, dear viewers, do us every favor to see Omwando Enoch channel TV in another level. On behalf of everybody, of course, my director Omwando Enoch himself, who has also been my guest that we have wonderful discussions with, my sound and pictorial engineer, the one and only smartest lady, Aznat Nyamoko, your obvious presenter, Brother Power. Bye-bye.